Okay, I've been reminded. PayPal, please, and ask your neighbors to subscribe. My guest is Joe Oliver, successful politician and businessman, and we've witnessed recently what I call the acts of savagery in Israel, babies being killed. Leave that for the moment. I want to talk about the reaction in Canada, in Britain, other parts of the world where you see Palestinian Canadians, Canadian Palestinians, cheering that on. And my thesis is that this is an important, vastly important move on behalf of civilization, whether we tolerate such savagery and whether we support it. What do you say to that?
Well, look, we've witnessed some horrifying scenes, a depravity that's hard to believe.
But then Canadians, some Canadians, are supporting that.
Yeah.
Is that civilized?
Well, it's indefensible to support mass killing of men, women, and children, the desecration of bodies, the decapitation of infants. I mean, no civilized country or citizen should countenance that.
But we have freedom of speech. So some people will argue that, well, you know, freedom of speech means that you can support that, or does it?
Well, freedom of speech can be as obnoxious and unpopular as people want it to be, but there's a line, and if it crosses the line into hate speech or incitement to violence, then it should be and must be stopped.
Or as a famous American case said, it stops when you're in a crowded theater and yell fire. That's not freedom of speech. And freedom of speech is not saying that let's go and kill more innocents.
That's right. I think that was Justice Brandeis who said that. And you can't incite violence or something which will be extremely harmful and dangerous. So the question is whether people have crossed that line or not. It's, you know, freedom of speech is something that you have talked about and I passionately believe in, and it means that we have to tolerate views that we might actually despise, provided they don't cross that line.
And that line is, as I guess then, is the incitement to violence. Or one of the lines.
Yeah, and hate speech. That's right.
And hate speech.
Both of which are illegal.
In Britain, the Home Secretary, who is an immigrant to Britain, and she said, what's going on with Palestinians in Britain supporting this is probably illegal. Should it be illegal in Canada? 5 seconds.
I think I've sort of stated my opinion. Freedom of assembly, freedom of speech should be defended unless it crosses the line to illegality and hate speech.
Point taken, Joe Oliver. Thank you. 3 minutes. Liberties and freedom of speech are under attack in Canada like never before. So let's keep this discussion on the air. PayPal, write a check, and please include your address so I can write a thank you letter to you. And ask your friends. Please subscribe. It's important to keep this on the air. And thank you.